Jackie Chan, old. Shah Rukh Khan, old. Viola Davis, old. Keanu Reeves, Charlize Theron. All the Avenger cast are old. But is that really a problem? To me, it's a weird, bittersweet gut punch when I'm scrolling through social media and see a photo of my favorite action hero or thriller queen, and then, upon looking closely, realize they've gone full silver fox, or have had serious work done to try to preserve their youth, but instead, they end up looking uncanny. We grew up watching these people do the impossible, like Jackie Chan breaking over 50 bones with his crazy-ass stunts, Tom Cruise surviving explosions, Shah Rukh Khan giving the perfect monologue, and they all looked effortlessly cool, and in our heads, they stayed frozen in that prime. Lately, I find myself watching old movies. I barely watch newer movies. I think my breaking point might have been after the last Avenger movie was released. What about you? Do you still enjoy recent Hollywood, Bollywood, and other Asian movies? But as I was saying, guys, the reality is, our acting legends are getting old for a few reasons that go beyond just time exists. And here's what I think is the problem. First, end of a golden era. Back in the day, movie stars were seen as larger than life. Before everyone was a content creator turned actor, or rehashed child stars that made their way to mainstream TV, we had a handful of massive names like Shah Rukh Khan, Tom Cruise, Jackie Chan, Jet Li, Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, Viola Davis, Michelle Yeoh, and countless more. These legends stayed at the top for decades because the industry was built differently. They weren't just actors. They were the brand. Because they've been the face of cinema for 40 or 50 years, we feel their aging process more deeply. It feels like a chapter of history is slowly closing. And that's kind of sad. Second, the nostalgia trap. This is a web I find myself caught in and need to escape quickly. Part of the reason it feels so jarring to me is that these actors have been on screen for so long that I have watched their progression from their early days to their peak, and now the difference between their throwback and now makes me nostalgic about the past, instead of fully focusing on their present. Do I need therapy? Seeing Tom Cruise on the Jimmy Fallon show last year for promotions for the 8th Mission Impossible, with visible wrinkles in his face, reminds me about the inevitability of time, and dude, that's kind of too real for me. When we see our childhood crush play the role of a father, mentor, or old-timer, it's a mirror for our own lives, because if they're getting older, it means we are too. And honestly, nobody asked for that kind of reality check. If you've watched this video till now, a like and subscribing to my channel is going to make me delusional enough to keep exploring all the niches I love and posting about my deep inner thoughts for your entertainment. Thank you. My next point is the lack of new legends and delusions of younger actors. There's a feeling that the next gen isn't filling the shoes of their predecessors quite the same way. In this era of franchises, superheroes, and half-baked movies and shows, we don't have as many young actors becoming household names who can carry a movie on their reputation alone. Though some young average actors are delusional enough to believe they are the shit. So we cling to the legends we have, making it even more obvious when they start to slow down. At the end of the day, it's just the natural tax of being human. It sucks to see the titans of the big screen get frail or step away, but it also makes the work they left behind even more legendary. They gave us the best years of their lives on screen. The least we can do is let them enjoy their cool grandparent era in peace. But that brings me to the last point in this my rant. These OG actors might have aged, but they continue to work sometimes in a manner whereby we don't get to see newer, younger talents shine. Imran Khan, a not-so-old Bollywood actor, came out to speak about how older Bollywood actors should act their age and leave leading roles for more younger actors. And when I read that news, I could kind of relate. If we're being honest, a lot of our OG actors should be playing the role of fathers and some grandfathers, but they still try to be the protagonists of the movies they star in, and who can really blame them? Old habits never really die. It's not going to be easy to start playing old heads when they are used to the spotlight and have been in the spotlight for many decades. So what's the point of this video? If you asked me, I really can't tell you. I just want to know if I'm the only one that feels this way. But I want to know what your thoughts are, so leave me a comment below and maybe I'll make a part 2 or something. Thanks for watching.